When you're buying an air compressor, first there's a lot of basics that you need to know. You need to know the language on how they're rated. So we have horsepower, voltage, CFM, pressure. All these things come into play. You need to know how to size your compressor. And sizing is important because you don't want to be oversized and you don't want to be undersized. If you're oversized, you're going to produce way more air than you need. You're going to spike your electric bill, and no one likes an unnecessary high electric bill. If you're undersized, you're going to be overtasking your air compressor, and it's going to be overheating, it's going to be tripping. It's little things like that that come into play. The footprint. So here we have a tank mounted unit. It's got everything in one small footprint. It's compact. That might be the case if you have a small shop and you don't have much room. We definitely recommend that you learn the basics and speak the language so that you know how to size an air compressor.
So selecting the type of air compressor you need, you have to really just take a step back and say, what am I going to do with this compressed air? What do I need to do? Am I spray painting a car or painting a car? Am I sandblasting? What is the application for it? And once we start to determine what that is and what it's going to be, that's how we can start to nail down and drill down into what actual compressor we're going to need. Is it an automotive use? Is it an intermittent use? What comes into play? Budget comes into play. That's probably one of the biggest ones. Power comes into play. So there's a lot of different applications. We highly recommend that you talk to somebody about it or go to some forums that show you exactly how to select that round, because it's not something that you're just going to throw a dart at the wall and see if it sticks. You want to make sure you buy the right product for it.
So when sizing your air compressor, it's important to know the different ratings. So you have horsepower, we have CFM, which is cubic feet per minute of airflow, and we also have pressure. And those all come into play together because the bigger your motor, the more horsepower, the more power you have to compress the air and generate more of it. So for every 1 horsepower, roughly that's 4 CFM. And depending on what pressure you run is also going to determine how much air you can produce, whether it's 100 pounds, 125, or 150, or even 175 in some applications. These are just a few things to keep in mind when shopping for an air compressor. If you have any questions or something that we didn't cover, feel free to drop down in the comments section and let us know what you're thinking, what you have. We'll get back to you. If you learned anything from this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more.